We're back again with some more Sega channel goodness. This time we will be disassembling this unit, which has the serial number ending in 2456. Should make it a bit older. I can only assume that the 4 at the beginning indicates 1994. So let's take it apart. This one actually has all the screws in. Oh, it's actually got a marking saying it's center positive there for the power adapter. That's quite handy. So 2 game bits. We'll lift up like so. The plastic's dated July 94. Oh wow. What's that cool looking thing? Oh, different chips. Same configuration, but some different chips. Like that giant Hyundai one. Okay, so date stamp on the BIOS is 9438, so not as old as, no, sorry, a little bit older than the other one, which would make sense, going off the serials. And unfortunately I also noticed that the battery on the other one seems to be completely flat. I'll just check this one now. We've got the still NEC up the top there. NMD-300010. So I remember seeing that wire running across there on the other one. Subtle differences. Don't remember this funny looking thing either. Oh, well, we can compare them later. Just quickly check the battery while I've got you here. Set multimeter to stun. Yeah, these are pretty flat. Although looking at them, I would have to say, without desoldering them, just as a guess, I'd say they're the same ones used in the Mega CDs. So anyway, let's have a look at what we've got here. Actually looks as though the BIOS chip on this one might have been removed at some point. There is a significant amount of flux that none of the other through-hole work seems to have on it. Which would also explain the crude hand soldering on that single wire over there. Just get a close up. That said, it could all just be factory work, I don't know. Can only guess. All I can tell you is that it looks different to the other one. It's hard to get it in picture, but it's there. So we'll go ahead and just desolder the BIOS chip right away. This has definitely been redone because that solder is very soft, very soft. Comes off like that. we're done. So if it truly has been worked on before, it should come out a lot easier than the other one. So let's just have a look here. No, it doesn't. It's because solder goes through the holes a little too far and gets stuck to the chip. So what you do is you grab a plastic tool, do not use a metal tool for this, and just have a look through each of the pins and just see if they move at all. A lot of the time it'll just be they're just stuck to one side of the via. You just need a quick little nudge to come loose. So the best way to do it is ultimately to flip it over, which is, this is an iPod opening tool for something I must have repaired a while back. As you can see, one side came up perfectly, the other side's still down, so just have a look. Hold it up to sunlight if you have to, and you can generally see where the problem lies. In this case I couldn't see it, so just continue on. Just try to lift one side ahead of the other. You'll just end up with trouble. It's just that first pin. Holding this one down. Chip is free, and well, would you look at that? The vias are all perfectly intact. Great method of doing it. Just do make sure that you do remove all the solder, or at least all the visible easy solder. So as you can see there, some of the vias have sort of a silver look rather than a gold look, which means that when it was resoldered at whatever point, the solder seeped through, because it sticks to the metal legs and comes up through the hole and secures it on that side as well, which my desolder gun couldn't get for some reason, possibly because I didn't heat it long enough. As you can see, that's quite a beautiful job. So let's go ahead and get that chip dumped. Stay tuned. Alright, now the next part is to dump the chip, which is a lot easier now because we know what sort of chip, what sort of device the chip is. This one on the front, the mask ROM. Is it a mask ROM? I mean, it says what it is. It's not really a mask ROM. Anyway, can't focus on it, so I'll just read it out. It's a D23C4000SCZ, and so of course I go ahead and have a look for a compatible sort of chip. I thought I'd start with 27C4096. That didn't work. I tried 23C4000. That didn't work. Sorry, 27C4000. That didn't work. I then tried D27C4000, and that got a successful dump, which indicates NEC uses a different naming scheme, possibly. So anyway, with this one, pretty simple. Head into devices. Now we know what it is. We just type D27C4000, and there we go. Manufacturer NEC requires the 16-bit adapter, which I have attached. Select that. It will tell you that it needs an adapter, and it also advises me that I need to put the chip in the 42-pin socket rather than the 40. So if we go ahead and just have a look at the chip sockety thing, GQ4X is really a very good program as far as I'm concerned. Great for basic work. So that's the 42-pin one. So we want the notch facing the top, and you want it to be down the bottom. And when you lock this down, make sure it doesn't fall out of the socket like it may have last time. We're all good though. Head over here. We want to do a read. Read complete, and then we have a look at this other tab. We can have a look at the code, which does actually provide us with some information. So we'll need to, as you can probably see there, It looks like there's words there, but they're jumbled. So we press a little button up here called byte swap, which makes everything work. And we can have a look. We can see it's July 1994, just as the other one. And it's version 2.11J, just as the other one. So we can simply go ahead and save this. We'll save it as 2500.bin. Close that off. Try launching an Infusion again. It just says not support in the title there, which is about as much as we need. So that's how you do it. So thanks for watching. If I do put sockets in these, I'll need to get the permission of the owner, of course. Otherwise I'll just solder the chips back in. Sockets would probably be a fun idea, because then you can edit code and put in your own chips. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.